When a man's heart is hurt by deceit, it burns up, dies, and a dark shadow falls over his soul. From the ashes of a once great dude has risen a curse. A wrong that must be righted. He looked for a way to be a vindicator, someone to strike fear into the black hearts of the same men who created him. The battle between good and evil has begun. Against an army of shadows lies the Dark Warrior, the purveyor of good, with a voice of optimism and a mission of justice. This is SelfStandard.
What's up, everybody? Hope all y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. And I hope some of you folks will find time to finish this video before I finish any of the things on my list, which, quite honestly, that's probably going to be very, very possible anyway. Alright, folks, look. A lot of us as humans, we make mistakes, okay? We get distracted, we get sidetracked, and we end up starting something that we just can't really finish, but we still persevere one day at a time, and eventually we get around to it, and it works. But you know what? I'm wanting to light a fire under my tail. And maybe something on this list can get done possibly here within the next, I don't know, couple years, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. I don't know. Anyway, today I want to confess a few things that I have started, but I can't seem to finish. Alright? So, I have 6 items on my list I need to get to. So, first thing I started but I can't seem to finish is the Naruto series. Yes, I have been very late to the game as far as like watching Naruto goes. I already know the ending, most of it anyway. I know he does eventually become Hokage. Like, that part was obvious. I know he's got a son now, Boruto, or Baruto, whatever. But I was very late to the game of watching the Naruto series. Alright? I think the first time I heard about it had to be like 2005, I think. But I never got into it. That was not until 2015. I think I did actually start trying to watch Naruto back in 2015. But here it is 11 years later now. And I think I'm only like 160 something episodes in. I've already had time to watch so many other anime, and I'm still not through with Naruto yet. Like, people keep telling me, oh, you should watch Death Note. Oh, you should watch Vigilantes, which I haven't got around to that yet. I've had people give me recommendations about anime to watch, and I was like, bruh, I still ain't finished Naruto yet. I need to finish Naruto eventually. Alright. Another thing I have started but can't seem to finish is my Super Death Game project. Now, I remember making a video about this back in, I think, 2018, 2019, one of those. But anyway, I'm going to provide links in the description for all references involved today. But, for those of you that don't know about my Super Death Game project, I used to write books a lot when I was in high school. Middle school too. But mostly back then, it was a lot of fan fiction. And I remember making this idea of a book, like, or story, of just locking a bunch of superheroes and awesome characters inside of a city with some of the most iconic, evil horror icons and slashers. And I had everything set up like a game format almost, like a point system with bounties being on everybody's head. But I guess my idea has kind of like slipped through the cracks, and I've never been able to actually make good progress with the book. Now, I remember I did write it originally, like I did write an original copy of it, which was like so full of plot holes. And a matter of fact, I think I'm looking at my copy of the book right now. Hold on. Holy crap, there it is right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, how far did I get into this thing? Oh yeah, because I have the original copy of the Super Death game right there in the very back. Oh man, yeah, I remember writing this back in like 2012, I think. Yeah, my original copy of the Super Death game goes all the way back to 2012, and it had like a lot of plot holes in it. So I said, you know what, I wanted to rewrite it. So I actually I actually tried to start writing it again back in 2019, and I got 102 pages in. But I gotta go back and reread this because there's gotta be a very specific reason why I stopped writing this far. Alright? Because I remember something struck me and I said, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I need to reformat this a little bit more. So, eventually, I really, really, really want to make this book. Because eventually I do want to talk to somebody, like another YouTuber, because I really want to get this animated somehow. So, I really need to finish my Super Death Game project eventually. Alright. Another thing I need to finish. Well, I don't know if this should count or not, because technically I never started it. I remember making the announcement about 9 years ago, but my YouTube channel was like still severely small back then, and heck, who knows, maybe to an extent it's still too small today, at least by comparison anyway. But eventually, I still need to do that Roastermania project. For those of you that don't remember my Roastermania idea, I really wanted to get a group of YouTubers together, and I wanted them to roast each other in like a WrestleMania, like Roastermania style card format. I remember having different rules back then, and I remember Omegle was one of the stipulations, like have them talking on a like a live stream video chat format almost. But today, StreamYard is going to make that 10 times easier. Anywho, I can't get into the rules right now, but I remember making not one, but 2 videos about the Roastermania format, and I think I even went as far as like actually making a card back then. But yeah, my Roastermania idea, it is still lingering in the back of my head. If I have enough people one day, that idea might still become a reality. Alright. Another thing I need to finish eventually is my Ratchet and Clank game collection. Now, believe it or not, I actually do a little bit of gaming. personally for myself outside the realm of my OSG series. Alright, the Ratchet and Clank game collection is one of them. Because look, I know Ratchet and Clank has a big, massive series to itself, but I don't have access to every game, and I know the storyline goes deep across like a lot of them. And so far, these are all my games here, okay? And I don't even know which one goes in which order. But I think, okay, I know this was the first one. That's the first Ratchet and Clank. I did finish this one. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. I know this one for sure took me at least a year and a half to actually get around to beating. I think I'm still on this one, Up Your Arsenal. Yeah, I think this is actually number 3. Yeah. But I still got to get to Deadlocked. Still got to get to Size Matters. I still got Secret Agent Clank, and I just know there's other games in the series that I still haven't even gotten to yet. Like, off the top of my head, I know there's still plenty that I'm missing. Alright. Because I didn't really start playing Ratchet and Clank until at least 2020 during the pandemic. And, yeah, here I am, like, about 6 years later, still nowhere near finished. Alright. But, yeah. Another thing I'm probably going to be a long way from finishing up with is, my wrestling video collection. Now, I have a lot of wrestling videos in my other room. Like, I'm talking about VHS tapes, I'm talking about DVDs. The collection goes very, very, very deep. But I probably have more wrestling footage on a shelf than my eyes can take up in a year's time. Just wow. Alright, so here's my wrestling VHSs, at least most of them anyway. Some of these I had to like make my own covers for. But you know what, I think I could print this out now. Like I remember making this in like high school. Like for the cover or whatever, but yeah, there's a whole card right there I had to do manually. Same thing here with WrestleMania 14. Yeah, I gotta make another cover for that if I can. Most unusual matches ever. Ready to Rumble. That's a classic. Some of these I have watched already. Some of these have been years. What's this one? Some of these ain't got no cases to them. Oh, Sabu. That's a gem. Oh, wait a minute. I just found a secret tape. What is this? Oh, The Rock. Know Your Role. Forgot I had that one. Undertaker tape. What is this? Because Stone Cold said so. Wait, I thought that was just a case. Or do I just have 2 copies? Oh, yeah, I do have 2 copies. Okay. Alright. I have more tapes right here. Thought that's pretty cool. I got the WrestleMania VHS collection of 1 through 13 on VHS. I think I might have all the Stone Cold tapes on my collection right now, but hell yeah, that's probably my favorite one right there. A lot of good memories with that one. Oh, yeah, I do have WrestleMania 16. So yeah, 13, 14. I don't have 15. Let's see, what are these? What are these right quick? Hold on. Okay, let's see. What are these two? If I could pull them out. Oh, man. I forgot I had this. I recorded The Beast in the East. When WWE went to Japan back in 2015. I remember Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston was on the card. But, man, I forgot that I recorded over this. And this is actually my re-recorded tape of the Apocalypto of the Hardy special of Impact Wrestling. Awesome for Superman. Yep. Okay. Got my DVDs right here. I still remember the crystals where I got that one. CM Punk. I think the newest DVD in my collection might have to be... Oh, jeez. Are you freaking kidding me? Man, I'm feeling older and older by the day. Man, I forgot that this was like 9 years ago now. Holy smokes. Yeah, this might be the newest DVD in my collection, and that's not saying much. Man, 2017 was 9 years ago. But yeah, I know that I've watched some of these before. Some of these I still haven't got around to watching all the way through yet. Some I know I want to just like watch again eventually. Surprisingly, there's still some that I wouldn't mind adding to my collection. Like this, for example. Like, I think WWE did a whole 2003 series together to, like, spell it all out. Got more down there. Oh man, I gotta see if they have the Nexus debut on this one. And yep, that's all my wrestling collection right there. That I still haven't watched everything of yet. And the last thing that I think I need to finally finish up with one day is my Block City project on Minecraft. Now I know Minecraft has like a lot of updates to it. Me, look, I'm retro. I got the PS3 version. Alright. I used to have a copy of it for the Xbox 360, but it kept crashing. No surprise there. But thankfully, since I got my copy for Minecraft for PS3 back in like 2018, I was still able to, you know, play it a lot. And don't get me wrong, I do have a lot of creations on there. I do have a whole entire map dedicated to just like a lot of wrestling arenas. But there was one project I started specifically, and I want to say like 2019, where I really wanted to try and make my own city. Alright, and it's still not finished yet. But I wanted to like make a little bit of an experiment for this Block City though. And I think instead of me explaining it, I should just show you, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, folks, so, yeah, I forgot that this place wasn't called Block City. I was calling it Booyah City, and I wanted to make a little bit of an experiment before I made this. So, yeah, before I show you the actual city progress itself, alright, look, so, I started this on February 18th, 2019, real, okay? Over here, I am still on July 2019, because I tried to keep track of the calendar for the actual night and day portion on the game, alright? So, right now, from the game calendar compared to my real life calendar, I am only on July 15th, 2019. Okay? And here it is, already 2026. Daggum. Alright. So, going into my city now. Alright, boom. I am now in Block City. No, Booyah City! Stop calling it Block City! Alright. So, right now, I am in Town Square. I kind of want to, like, keep this, like, very, you know, southern townish almost, but I want to make something unique, alright? Because here's the north side right here. N for north. E for east. S for south. W for west. Alright. So, let's see what this park has to offer. Yeah, because I have a park right here dead center in the town. Alright. A few picnic tables right there under the shelter. No issue. Got a playground over here, know what I'm saying? Sandbox. No problem. Park benches. Swings. Okay. A slide right there. Well, it's supposed to be a slide anyway. Right over here, got a public bathroom. Here's the men's bathroom. You're going to be seeing a lot of bathrooms here, okay? So y'all bear with me. Two water fountains. It's supposed to be a vending machine right there. Custodian closet. Put some shelves in there. Let me out. Dagnabbit. Okay. Women's restroom. Okie dokie. No issue. Right over here. Basketball court. I'm gonna just throw my jungle leaves. No. How do I throw? I forgot how to throw. Got it! Yeah, basketball court right here. Alright. So, I'm still working on this over here, but this was a gas station. Yeah, I'm still working on this portion over here. Matter of fact, I tried adding to this yesterday. Okay. So, yeah, gas station in here. Right over here. And yes, I tried to work on the road right here. Yep, road and everything. I'm gonna like try to branch off into some neighborhoods and some other things here if I ever get around to it. But right here is the library. I could go into the door. Yep, library. Got your computers right here. Got your front desk right here. Got a single bathroom right here. Of course, shelves and shelves and shelves of books. But you can always go upstairs if you want to, and there's a back door to the library too. Yep, more books, more books, more books, more computers. Okie dokie. Another checkout desk right there. Checkout desk right there. Another bathroom right here. Okay. Going down here. At the back door. Alright. I like how this church turned out right here. But I might want to save that for last. Let me go over here. Alright. Here's the gym. Yep, I made a gym. Counter right there. I think I made these to be like treadmills almost. I know these are supposed to be like weights and bench pressing stations. Another bathroom. Single toilet bathroom. Men's is basically the same over there. Now right here in the backyard. Yep. Swimming pool. Yeah, get wet. Yeah, I'm in water. Yeah, I'm swimming. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. Swimming. Swimming, swimming, swimming. Okay. Now, right over here. This is City Hall. Yep, City Hall. See, I was so busy and distracted, I didn't even add a front door to this place yet. Ugh. Alright, so here's the front office for like the receptionist or whatever. Again. Yay. Bathroom. Toilet. Okay. Another bathroom right over here. See, I didn't even label men's and women's yet. Jeez. Alright, so in here, got the main hall of City Hall. Right over here. This is actually a fallout shelter. It's supposed to be anyway. And it does lead right up here to upstairs, but before I do that, let me go back down here. Give you the full experience, because this does go upstairs. See? Back to the main hall. Okay. That door leads to the back parking lot down there. Okay, so going up the stairs. Going in here. Private bathroom right there. Okay. This leads to the attic. I can show you that last. Here's the board of the meeting room. Very, very blue. And right in here is the mayor's office. Look out the window, you can see the city right there. Alright. And now to the attic. I know this Minecraft tour has kind of probably gone longer than anything else in the video, but now you see why I saved it for last. Alright. And now I am on the roof of City Hall. If I can get to the hole. Alright. Yep. Now I'm on the roof of City Hall. Yep. Oh no, I'm falling. Gotcha. Ha ha ha. I ain't falling. I'm in creative mode. City Hall. Alright. So, and now here is a good old buffet. Yep, good old restaurant buffet in here. Got so many tables in there. Got food on food on food on food on food. A lot of edible goodies here. And again, another bathroom! Yay! Another bathroom! Why is there a chicken in my bathroom? Why is there a chicken in my bathroom? Why? Okay. And now here's the kitchen. Do all your cooking stuff goodies in here. And right in here's the freezer for all your meats and whatnot. Okie dokie. Back out here. Here's the fire department. Yep, this is supposed to be like fire trucks right there. Up here is where the fire folks hang out at. Microwave, Frigidaire. This is supposed to be the firefighter pole. Whee! I better take a nap to get the sun up. Get to bed. 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 Yep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. I'm not saving this, but technically this would be July 20th now. Okay. So now, I'm going to this place called a hospital. Yes, a hospital. Everything right here that you see on the roof, that's supposed to be like a air conditioning units almost. Yeah. That right there is an ambulance. An ambulam. Okay. So right in here. Hospital room, waiting room. Got TV right up there. TV right up there. Front desk right there. And once again, bathroom. Yay, urinal. Okay. And now heading into the main hospital hall right here. Medical records in here. Medicine closet. A lot of medicines in here. Okay. I have a lot of these, like, regular doctor rooms right here. There's the loading area for people to get rolled in on a stretcher. They would get rolled in down the hall right here. I have 3 of these emergency rooms. But also the hospital has a kitchen in here too. Like a cafeteria almost. I have eaten hospital food in a cafeteria before. It's a repressed memory, but yeah, it happened. Oh man, I forgot I made this wing entirely. Okay. Here's another emergency room. Another emergency room. Yeah, I completely forgot I made this wing of the hospital. Let's see here. A physical therapy area right here. Man, that's a little bit too loud. I gotta turn that down a little bit. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, this is the physical therapy room. I think those are supposed to be weights, water. A place for you, like, you know, holding some bars and just, like, walk through. I think there's supposed to be treadmills. Whatever. I forgot what I called this. Oh, the nursery. Yeah, this is where you go in and see all the newly born babies at. Little girl babies get placed in here. Little boy babies get placed over here. You know, you got a diaper changing station right here. Supplies, sink, more supplies. Yeah, I completely forgot I made this hallway right here. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, elevator. Meh, yeah, it's an elevator. Might as well be. Why not? But yeah, here's another emergency room right here. But it leads out to the helicopter pad. Because the helicopter needs to land for an emergency. That ladder just takes you back up to the roof, like I showed you earlier. Around right down here is a fire escape. Yep, fire escape right there. Alright. And now I can show you all this. The Church of Booyah City. What do I call this? First Block Baptist, I think. Yeah, First Block Baptist Church. Okay. All these stairs and I didn't. All these stairs and I still didn't include a handicap ramp. A handicap ramp. But I didn't include a back door though, so maybe that was useful. I don't know. But yeah, there's two ways to enter, but I'm going to go into the front door here. Okay. Going up the stairs. Going up the stairs. Yeah. Closing the door. Alright. So, right here. Children's Church right here. TV and whatnot right up there. And here. Youth class for like all the teenagers. What I put it right here. Oh, single bathroom. Yep, single bathroom right there. Right over here, I think is the music room, right? Yeah, the sound room. Yeah, like the sound booth. All these records in here. Speakers right there, yep. And now heading into the sanctuary now. I really like this blue and yellow aesthetic I got going on. Yep, I'm in church now. I'll just go ahead and sit right here in a pew. Why not? Yep, I'm in church. Totally in church. Okay. Going on to the stage. There's the good book right there. Looking out at the congregation right there. Uh-huh. Go across right there. Alright. Going back here. This door actually leads to the baptism pool, like right there. Uh-huh. Back here. I'll go down there last. But we're in the hallway. Men's restroom. Yay! Bathroom! Again! Alright. The young adult class. Let's see here. The preacher's office. This is where the preacher sits down to talk about whatever. Choir room. For choir practicing and whatnot. Another bathroom right there. Alright. That leads back out to the sanctuary, but down here is the social hall. Yep, this is where everybody can go down to eat or whatever. See, two sets of stairs right there. Alright. Yep. Lots of food, lots of food, lots of food. And another bathroom. Yay! Bathroom. I will go take a dump. Okay. There we go. I'm in a stall now. Okay. Okie dokie. And right down here. This is the daycare for all like the toddlers and the babies. Like that's supposed to be a little baby crib right there. Right over here, I think it's the kitchen, right? Yeah, kitchen. Yep, kitchen right here to do a lot of cooking. And here, once again, a freezer. A lot of raw food in here that needs to be cooked. Okay. And yep, right out here, right back to the parking lot. And that concludes the grand tour of Booyah City, which is still in development. Yep. Alright. I might have to do a separate video on the James SelfStandard channel of the other Minecraft project that remains untouched. So, yeah. Well, folks, that concludes the video about a lot of my unfinished business. Things that I have started, but I just can't finish. But, yeah. Hopefully one of these things gets finished within the next 2 or 3 years. Hopefully. Alright. But, yeah. No more procrastination. Let's just go ahead and end this video before I can't finish this one. Alright. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out.